Hello, welcome to Vow Glow with Pastor J. As always, my name is Juliana Anake Ugu, and this is a conversation on before and after the vow. Today, I want us to talk on you cannot change in marriage what you tolerated in courtship or friendship. So, sometimes people get into relationships and courtships and they see flags, they see red flags, they see things that do not go down well with them. But they kind of tolerate them because they believe that when they talk about them or when they call the attention of the other person to this issue, they will be chasing the person away or they will be making the person uncomfortable, and they believe that it will make the person go away. Now, sometimes people tolerate these things, they sit on them, they manage them, so to say, and when they get into marriage, they become issues. For instance, as a young woman, you have met this young man and he's somebody who is very aggressive. He's not very kind with words. He's not very patient. He doesn't respect your person. And you tolerate this person, somebody who doesn't believe in what you believe in. It could be that this person believes in spending their money as soon as they get it. They buy expensive things. He believes in designer things, designer goods, living above his income. And you want to manage the person. You want to hang in there with the person, thinking that he will change or they will get to change. In fact, I have heard people say, I will change him. You cannot change anybody. You do not have that capacity. Or as a man, you have seen this young woman who tells you that she was not born into this world to come and suffer. She's not the cooking type. I've heard women say, I do not like cooking. I have never really cooked. Even in my father's house, I never cooked. I don't like cooking. And so you see the woman, and whenever you visit her or she visits you, she doesn't like the kitchen. She does not like kitchen activities at all. And she tells you that she does not like to cook and that the highest thing she knows how to cook is noodles. And you see this person, and because you believe that she's very beautiful, she's very curvy, the complexion is like glass, she has a banging body, like they say everywhere. And so you are looking at the banging body and you're forgetting the real things that matter, thinking that when you eventually get married, she'll become a wife, or she'll become this woman who would want to cook for her home. Maybe you know this young woman and she's a clubbing type. She likes to go clubbing. She enjoys the clubbing life, and you are tolerating her. But because there are other things about her that you like, so you are looking at these other things, forgetting that she's a club person, somebody who likes to go to the club. It could even be a man who likes to hang out with the boys late into the night. He likes the nightlife. He's a night crawler. And you are a young woman. You like the guy. You have reservations about the night crawling, but you are scared to talk about it, or you're being careful to talk about it because you do not want to discourage the person or to chase the person away. So you want to hang in there with the person, tolerating this lifestyle. If you tolerate this lifestyle while you're courting or dating, be prepared to live with this lifestyle even after marriage. So do not expect the man whom you met at the club to suddenly help you stay at home to nurse the baby now that you have a baby. He will want to go clubbing. Do not expect this young woman who loves to wear designer things that she cannot afford, who depends on people to buy designer clothes and designer shoes and designer items for her. Do not expect her to want to come and manage your mega income in marriage. Do not expect this young woman who is a high flyer. She's a career-oriented person. She wants to work to earn a living. She likes to work outside of the home. She chases her career. She's a go-getter. She likes to chase her career. She's goal-oriented. She's a high flyer. She's like somebody who loves to go out there and conquer the world. Do not expect her to suddenly become a full-time housewife when she eventually gets married. In other words, there are these things you see in relationships. When people come out and talk about the things they suffer in their marriage, most times people wonder, how did you get there? Most times it didn't just happen overnight. These things are always there. It is just that most times people want to tolerate these things. They swallow them. They don't think very much about them. They think it is something they can handle, or when we get there, we will cross that bridge. When it comes to relationships and marriage, or courtship and marriage, you will not cross the bridge when you get to the bridge. You will cross it, you will handle it at the time of courtship, at the time of dating, at that time when you're still discussing, you're still friends. Those are the things that will make you determine whether to take the relationship to the next level or not. Do not sweep them under the carpet. You see a high-flying, career-oriented young woman, do not think that she's going to want to come and sit at home and cook for you and clean the house. And so, if your kind of wife is the one who will take care of the home front while you are chasing money and providing for the home, then the career woman is not for you, no matter how banging her body is, no matter how beautiful she looks, no matter what it is, the other thing that is attracting you to her. It will not change the fact that when she gets married to you, she will still want to change her career. So you're not going to come and cage her at home to become the person you want if you tolerated her when you were dating or during courtship. If the woman is this one who does not want to be told anything, she wants to do as she pleases, whenever she pleases, whatever she wants, whenever she wants. If that is the kind of woman you are in a relationship with, be prepared to live with her like that when you get married to her. Do not think that when you finally get married to her, she's going to change and become the person you want. You will not be able to change in marriage what you tolerated in friendship or courtship. So, what you know you will not be able to live with, it is better to discuss it during friendship, to handle it during friendship, and to talk about it at that time. I always say that sit down and discuss this thing. If the person has a growth mindset, the mindset where you sit down, you rub minds, and you agree that this is what I do and this is what I do not like. I cannot put up with this. I will not be able to put up with this. And the other person says, okay, if you will not be able to put up with this, then I am not the person for you. You talk about it at that time, because a broken courtship is better than a failed marriage. So you talk about it at that time. And if you are not aligned, if your purpose is not aligned, if you are not headed in the same direction, if you're not seeing life from the same angle or perspective, it is better to end at friendship, better to end the courtship during courtship than to have a troubled marriage. I hear people talk about gory things they are going through in their marriages, and I wonder, how do they get into that position? How did they get there? What happened during courtship? Where were you looking? Because trust me, these signs are always there. You will see a little sign here and a little sign there. Now, the responsibility is yours. The Bible says necessity is laid upon us. The necessity is laid upon you to see what you are seeing and sit down and take thoughtful thinking to yourself and decide if you want to go on with this thing or not. If it's something you cannot handle, if it is something you know is not good with you, it does not go down well with you, talk about it during courtship and decide whether you want to go on or not. Like I said, if the person has a growth mindset and the person is willing to rub minds with you and to shift ground, fine. And if the person decides that I do not want, this is who I am, I cannot change, this is how I was born, that is a person who has a static mindset. If the person does not have a growth mindset, the person is stuck on his or her world, then you know that that relationship is not for you. Some of the problems people have in marriage have always been there. If only they had looked, if only they had focused on the proper things, if only they had focused on the real thing, if only they had focused on serious issues, If only they had not just focused on going to sit out and to collect gifts and to go to fast eat food and go to restaurant, fancy restaurants and all. If they had only paid attention to the serious issues and discussed them during friendship or courtship, they will not have issues during marriage. So whatever it is you know that you will not be able to tolerate in marriage, do not tolerate it in friendship. Put it the other way, you cannot change in marriage what you tolerated in friendship. So if you know you cannot, it is better to end the friendship, end the courtship, and have a broken friendship or courtship rather than going with them into marriage and ending and having a bad marriage. There is no use getting married and 2-3 years down the line, you are packing out or you're breaking up. The thing that is ending the marriage 3 years on was there from the beginning. If only the parties involved actually looked well and had a proper discussion. Remember, you cannot change in marriage what you tolerated in friendship. God bless you.